save the best for last, right?
I like to think that whenever I'm last.
So, who wants to present? Colonel, good to see you.
Yes, sir. Good to see you. I'll present.
I think we're somewhat familiar with the program, but
yes, sir.
Senator Glazer may not be.
Okay, so Work for Warriors is a employment, veteran and service member employment program that was started with money from the Speaker of the Assembly 4 years ago, and has placed over 5,000 veterans, service members, family members in that time. It's a unique program in that it uses a direct placement model, so it's not a job fair, it's not a website, it's an actual headhunter. So just as the civilian headhunter organizations work, where they take a client, they have business partners who provide them with job openings, and then they find the right person for the job from within a pool of possible employees, and then they guide those employees through the entire process: resume preparation, interview preparation, job acceptance, and then they ensure that that there's a dialogue after they are placed to ensure that this was in fact the right person. So the program began because the National Guard, as a state agency, found that we had dramatic unemployment rates in our ranks. So some of our units had 50%, some of our units in the rural areas had a 50% unemployment, and that was not helped by the deployments that we were undertaking at the time. So an employer would lose an employee a couple times to deployment, and then we'd find that that service member would have a very difficult time getting a job. So that was the initial goal. Met that goal within a year, reduced unemployment dramatically within the department, and then expanded the scope of the program to include veterans. So there was a commanders conference yesterday here in Sacramento that included some or all of the 30 installation commanders, Navy, Marine, Coast Guard, Army, all throughout the state. So there's about 30 military installations, Air Force, if I forgot to mention that, throughout the state. And so many of the commanders of those bases and the support agencies came to a conference yesterday that was sponsored by the Governor's Military Council, and Work for Warriors presented during one of the panels, and it sort of occurred to me as I watched them that because Work for Warriors, because the military department is a military organization, we have a federal and state military charter. We have access to these military bases, and we are unique in that we wear uniforms, we have ID cards, and we can go onto these bases and be part of the base commander's responsibility is to ensure that service members that are separating from that base have a smooth transition. So that's in their best interest, and we can help them by actually going onto those bases, talking to those service members, helping them find a job, a meaningful career, you know, as soon as they step away from the armed forces.
What's your placement rate?
So we, our placement rate is about 70%. So about 70% of the folks that contact us and participate throughout the entire process get placed. The other 30%, many of them get jobs, but they may get jobs on their own, and then they kind of fall away from the Work for Warriors program. They may just get assistance in writing a resume, and then they go out on their own and find a job. So it's been very successful. I know there's a lot of great veteran employment programs out there. Work for Warriors is unique in certain aspects, but we definitely want to recognize that we're part of a larger solution.
And I should clarify that this budget request is a legislative budget request, not administration's request. So it's a program the military department runs. You line up, you have a cadre of employers. You match them up with service members who are departing, and you have a 70% placement rate. and the program cost is $675,000.
Yes, sir. That pays for 5 uniformed positions. We also get federal money that pays for contractors, 11 contractors. So it's really a state-federal partnership, and that's how it works best because those contractors can't go on to those military bases. They don't wear uniforms, even though they may be a veteran or they may have a retired ID card. That's not a guarantee, but the state pays for the uniformed service members who are affiliated with the armed forces who can go onto those bases. So it's important that I think the overall program be a state-federal partnership.
Colleagues, questions? Senator Glazer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you for the great explanation and for the wonderful work that you do for our loyal and courageous veterans, and I'm happy to move the item.
Okay, any other questions? Any public comment? It's been moved. Please call the roll. Oh, I guess I could. I ignored Finance and LAO. Finance.
Thanks, Mr. Chair.
It's called a ramrod.
They have to love it, don't you?
I just want to note that this proposal is inconsistent with the governor's budget. That's all.
I know.
Just wanted to remind you.
Yeah.
So that's a point of favor, right?
We have nothing to add. Thank
Okay.
you. Helen Kirstein.
Let's call the roll.
The governor signed this in the past. This is the 5th year.
This has been a struggle. This has been a struggle. We attempted to work with Secretary Lanier to obtain some piece of the $15 million in discretionary funding that the Secretary receives from the U.S. Department of Labor, and that was, last year we were able to secure with administration support a piece of that. This year that effort failed, at least to date, and so this is a very, very important program that doesn't cost a lot of money. And it's a program that, from my perspective, needs to be supported. So we'll take the money wherever we can get it. Please call the roll.
Roth?
Aye.
Glazer?
Aye.
Wynn? Pan?
Aye.
Okay, that's part A. Thank you, sir. Part B on the vote-only calendar, we will split out one item, and that we'll take that first, and that is item 0984, California Secure Choice Retirement Savings Investment Board, Issue 1, Administrative Costs. Is there a motion?
There's one change to a trailer, so we should probably pull that and get a little explanation.
Okay.
Change left.
Okay. Is there a motion? It's been moved. This item is on page 6 of the agenda. California Secure Choice Retirement Savings Investment Board. The staff recommendation is to approve the budget proposal, budget bill language. Please call the roll.
Roth?
Aye.
Glazer?
Aye.
Wynn? Pan?
Aye.
This one.
This one.
Let's take funding for deferred maintenance projects, then item 8880, Financial Information System for California, and item 0840, State Controller's Office. As vote-only items, is there a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved. Please call the roll.
Roth?
Aye.
Glazer? Wynn? Pan?
Aye.
We will pull item 0509, Governor's Office of Business and Economic Development, Issue 1, membership of the California Travel and Tourism Commission, from vote only, and move it to discussion and vote. And let's go ahead and take that now.